Merlin Entertainments PLC is a British operator of visitor attractions. It is the largest such company in Europe, and globally the second largest after Walt Disney Parks and Resorts. Headquartered in Poole, Dorset, Merlin Entertainments operates 100 attractions, 9 hotels and 3 holiday villages in 22 countries, and on 4 continents. In 2012, the company's properties hosted an estimated 54 million guests, making it the second most visited theme park operator in the world, behind only Walt Disney Parks and Resorts. While attendance figures are less than half of Disney's, visitor growth is strong and 2011 saw a rise of 13.2%. It is listed on the London Stock Exchange and is a constituent of the FTSE 250 index. History: in December 1998, Nick Varney, Andrew Carr and the senior management team of Arden Attractions completed a management buyout of the company to form Merlin Entertainments Group Limited with the backing of the private equity firm Apax Partners. Apax sold the company to another financial investor, Hermes Private Equity, in 2004. Legoland: when the Legoland theme parks came up for sale, Varney wanted to buy it but Hermes did not want to invest more capital and sold Merlin to Blackstone Group for about £110 million. Blackstone negotiated to buy control of Legoland for about £250 million and then merged it with Merlin. Under Blackstone, Merlin went on to buy Gardaland, an Italian amusement park, and then the Tussauds Group, owner of the Madame Tussauds celebrity wax attractions, for £1 billion. After the Tussauds acquisition, Dubai International Capital held 20% of Merlin Entertainment. On January 15, 2010, Merlin Entertainments bought a defunct Winter Haven, Florida-based theme park, Cypress Gardens, and reopened it as a branch of the internationally franchised Legoland theme park. Tussauds: the buyout of Tussauds was completed on May 22, 2007. The Tussauds Group as a separate entity has ceased to exist, with control of its attractions, including Madame Tussauds, the London Eye, Chessington World of Adventures, Alton Towers, Thorpe Park and Hyde Park among others, passing to Merlin. On July 17, 2007, as part of the financing for the Tussauds deal, Merlin sold the freeholds of Alton Towers, Thorpe Park, Warwick Castle and Madame Tussauds to private investor Nick Laslo and his investment firm Presbury. Although the attractions are owned by Laslo, they continue to be operated by Merlin, leasing each back on a renewable 35-year lease. Chessington World of Adventures was not included in the deal. By arranging the sale-leaseback of the properties and giving Dubai International Capital a stake in the combined entity, Merlin was able to acquire Tussauds without the need for any further capital investments from Blackstone or its other shareholders. Australia: in late 2010, it was announced that Merlin would purchase approximately $115 million Australian dollars worth of entertainment attractions located in Australia and New Zealand from Village Roadshow theme parks and attractions. The sale would include Sydney Aquarium, Sydney Wildlife World, Ocean World Manly, Sydney Tower and the Koala Gallery in Australia, in addition to Kelly Tarleton's Underwater World in New Zealand. On March 3, 2011, the deal was finalised. This was followed by the $140 million acquisition of Living and Leisure Australia, which owns several attractions in the Asia-Pacific region including Underwater World, Melbourne Aquarium, Falls Creek Alpine Resort, Hotham Alpine Resort, Otway Fly, Illawarra Fly, Busan Aquarium and Siam Ocean World. The attractions will eventually be refurbished to match Merlin Entertainment's brands. Listing: Merlin had planned to go public in early 2010, but market turbulence postponed those plans. Instead, Blackstone sold 20% of the company to the private equity firm CVC Capital Partners, reducing Blackstone's holding to 34%. CVC acquired another 8% from the Dubai Investment Fund, giving it 28% in all. Kirkby, a Danish family trust that owns Lego, also increased its stake, emerging as the largest shareholder, with 36%. CVC paid a price that valued Merlin at £2.25 billion a year, or more than 6 times what Merlin and Legoland together were worth when Blackstone acquired them 5 years earlier. Blackstone's investment was by that point worth more than 3.5 times what it had paid. On November 8, 2013, Merlin floated 30% of the company on the London Stock Exchange, valuing the private equity-backed company at almost £3.4 billion. Attractions: Legoland Theme Parks. Legoland Resort theme parks include Legoland Billund, Legoland Deutschland, Legoland Malaysia, Legoland Windsor, Legoland California and Legoland Florida. 3 further Legoland parks are being developed: Legoland Dubailand, Legoland Japan and Legoland Korea. There are also Legoland Discovery Centres, indoor 2 to 3 hour attractions also based on Lego bricks in Toronto, Berlin, Oberhausen, Tokyo, Manchester, Atlanta, Chicago, Dallas-Fort Worth, Kansas City and Westchester, New York. Opening in 2015, Legoland Discovery Centre Istanbul, announced April 8, 2014. Madame Tussauds. Celebrity wax attractions built around the original Madame Tussauds London, found in Blackpool, Sydney, Vienna, Berlin, Hong Kong, Tokyo, Amsterdam, Shanghai, Bangkok, Hollywood, Las Vegas, New York City, and Washington, D.C. 5 further Madame Tussauds are being developed: San Francisco, Orlando, Beijing and Sentosa Resort in Singapore. Resort theme parks. Resort theme parks include Alton Towers, UK's largest theme park and with over 30 rides, 8 roller coasters, live shows, water park, spa, golf course, 2 hotels and historic ruins. Chessington World of Adventures, a Euro theme park with 10 themed lands, over 40 rides and attractions, live shows, zoo, sea life aquarium, 2 hotels and historic mansion. Gardaland, Italy's largest theme park, with 32 rides, live shows, a hotel, water park and sea life aquarium. Hyde Park, Germany's 3rd largest theme park, with over 40 rides and attractions, 9 roller coasters, live shows and hotel. Thorpe Park, Southeast England theme park, with 25 rides, 7 roller coasters and temporary pod hotel. Sea Life Centres. Sea Life Centres are sea leaf-themed attractions. As of December 2013, there were about 50 centres located around the world, with others under construction. Sea life locations include Manly Sea Life Sanctuary, Sea Life Melbourne Aquarium, Underwater World Sea Life Aquarium in Mooloolaba, Sea Life Sydney Aquarium, Kelly Tarleton Sea Life Aquarium in New Zealand, Busan Aquarium, Shanghai Changfeng Ocean World, Siam Ocean World, Turkey Zoo in Istanbul, National Sea Life Bray in Ireland, National Sea Life Centre in Birmingham and a London Aquarium. Sea Life Centres can also be found as part of Legoland Billund, Legoland Deutschland, Legoland California, Gardaland, Chessington World of Adventures and Alton Towers Resorts. Other sea life locations include Blankenberge in Belgium, Helsinki, Val d'Europe, Berlin, Hanover, Car Paragraph Winter, Konstanz, Mar 1/4 Nchen, Oberhausen, Speyer, Timmendorfer Strand, Zolo in Rome, Scheveningen, Porto, Benalmádena in Spain, Blackpool, Brighton, Great Yarmouth, Manchester, Scarborough, Weymouth, Loch Lomond, Phoenix, Mall of America in Minneapolis, Kansas City, Dallas-Fort Worth and Orlando. Additionally, Merlin operate 2 wildlife centres in Australia, Hamilton Island Wildlife Park and Wildlife Sydney, and a number of seal sanctuaries, Gweek, Hunstanton, Oban, Manly Sea Life Sanctuary, Australia. Other attractions. Further attractions include, the dungeons including the Berlin Dungeon, Hamburg Dungeon, Amsterdam Dungeon, the Blackpool Tower Dungeon, the Edinburgh Dungeon, the London Dungeon, the York Dungeon, Warwick Castle, and one in San Francisco. Eye attractions, London Eye, Blackpool Tower Eye, Sydney Tower Eye, Orlando Eye Ferris Wheel, Ski Resorts, Falls Creek Alpine Resort and Hutham Alpine Resort, both in Victoria, Australia. Australian Treetop Adventures, Illawarra Fly, the longest and highest elevated treetop walk in New South Wales, and Otway Fly, a treetop walk and zipline tour. Other attractions include the medieval experiences at Warwick Castle, the Weymouth Sea Life Tower and Blackpool Tower, a 158m tall tower in Lancashire, England. Hotels and business centres. Merlin operates 9 hotels and 3 holiday villages in conjunction with the Legoland Parks and Resort theme parks. In addition, the group operates a camping in the grounds of Warwick Castle, which opened in 2013. Resort theme parks. Safari Hotel, Chessington World of Adventures, Surrey, England. Azteca Hotel, Chessington World of Adventures, Surrey, England. Alton Towers Hotel, Alton Towers, Staffordshire, England. Splash Landings Hotel, Alton Towers, Staffordshire, England. Gardaland Resort Hotel, Gardaland, Lake Garda, Italy. Port Royal Hotel, High Park, Soltau, Germany. Thorpe Shack Hotel, Thorpe Park, Surrey, England. Legoland Parks, Legoland Hotel, Legoland Billund Resort, Billund, Denmark. Holiday Village, Legoland Billund Resort, Billund, Denmark. Legoland Hotel, Legoland California Resort, California, United States of America. Legoland Hotel, Legoland Windsor Resort, Windsor, England. Legoland Hotel, Legoland Malaysia Resort, Malaysia. Holiday Village, Legoland Deutschland Resort, Bavaria, Germany. Conference facilities. Alton Towers Conference Centre, Alton Towers, Staffordshire, England. Safari Hotel Conference Centre, Chessington World of Adventures, Surrey, England. Camping. In addition, the group owns and operates camping in the grounds of Warwick Castle, which opened in 2013. Pass systems. Merlin has many annual pass systems, which offer multiple visits within a one-year period. The annual passes can either provide entry to one or all attractions. Merlin Annual VIP Pass includes unlimited entry to all Merlin attractions globally, unlimited fast track at all Merlin attractions, unlimited drinks, behind-the-scene tours, etc. Controversies. Australia. On June 28, 2013, Merlin Australia's Madame Tussauds in Sydney controversially placed a wax figure of the former Prime Minister, Julia Gillard, into a mock queue of a CenturyLink office in central Sydney. Deposed by the Australian Labor Party in the evening of June 26, and replaced by Kevin Rudd, the publicity stunt drew wide attention, but was widely condemned for the disrespect shown to the office of the Prime Minister, and the first female leader of Australia. England. In October 2013, Merlin's Thorpe Park attraction was involved in controversy when mental health campaigners accused it of putting profit before the welfare of those with mental illness. Its Halloween attractions included mazes which draw on classic horror film content. Sitting alongside the Cabin in the Woods, SAW Alive, My Bloody Valentine, The Blair Witch Project and Your Next was the Asylum Maze, complete with scary patients who had taken over the asylum. Coming just weeks after controversies involving supermarket chains Asda and Tesco, the attraction was contrasted unfavorably in some media, Twitter, and by mental health campaigners who believed the asylum perpetrated stigmatizing and damaging images of mental illness. Thorpe Park said no offense was ever intended, it is not nor was it ever intended to be a realistic interpretation of a mental health or any other institution. We have taken this debate extremely seriously, and will take all of the points raised into account when planning any future events for 2014. It was announced in September 2014 by Thorpe Park that the asylum will not be returning for the 2014 Fright Nights. References. External links. Merlin Entertainments, a Euro company website.